Alright, I'm gonna use a stump bucket today to remove this fence post right here and try to dig some of these old trees that grew into the fence. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove the fence as good as possible with it and stop over there. So we'll see how that goes. Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to show you how I took out this stump using nothing but my machine, a stump bucket, and a little strategy. This isn't just about the brute force, it's about working smart and letting the stump tell you where to dig. First, I came at it straight on with the stump bucket, slicing into the soil around the base. The trick is to use the narrow pointed edge to fill out the roots, kind of like hunting underground. As soon as I made my first few cuts, I started rocking the stump side to side, and the moment I saw even a little movement in the ground, that was my clue. I knew the roots were giving way in that direction. Instead of just pulling up, I used leverage. I backed up slightly, dropped the bucket under the stump edge, and lift it while curling back, basically turning the bucket into a giant pry bar. Alright, yeah, after I took care of those stumps, I had a few old fence posts that needed to come out, and I figured why not let the stump bucket do the work again. So here's what I did. I lined up the edge of the stump bucket up right against the base of the post. You don't need to dig right away, just a little pressure at the right spot. Then I leaned into it slowly, giving the post a gentle push to see how solid it was. Most of these old posts were already loose at the base, and that little push was just enough to break the soil's grip. Alright, so after popping out those stumps and yanking those fence posts, there was one thing left to do. It's the cleanup. And that's where the Klou Log grapple really shines. This thing makes handling debris feel like a breeze. Once I had the stumps out and the post laying on the ground, I grabbed the Klou grapple, clamped on the biggest chunk, and got to work. Whether it's twisted roots, broken posts, or just leftover branches, the grapple gives you the extra grip you need to control the mess. I like to line everything up first, then clamp, lift, and carry it straight to the burn pile or trailer. No need to jump off the machine or fight with the chain or strap, it just clamps and go. And what's great about the Klou grapple is how precise it is. I can pick up a single log or scoop a whole bunch of brush depending how I position it. It saves time, it saves effort, and keeps the site clean while I'm still on the machine. So if you're doing this kind of work regularly, tree jobs, fence removal, land clearing, a grapple like this is just a luxury. It's a time-saving tool that'll pay for itself in no time. So after I finished moving everything with the log grapple, I went ahead and put it away. Then I hooked up the stump bucket back onto the machine. Since we were getting ready to dig some holes for fence posts, we had to make sure the ground was clear. No roots left behind that could get in the way. The last thing you want is to hit a big root while you're trying to set your post. There were just a few smaller roots left behind, so no big deal, but definitely worth cleaning up so they don't cause any issues later on. So after I was done with the stump bucket, I swapped it out and hooked up the log grapple back up. Then I went through the debris and made one pile to keep things neat and make cleanup easier. Alright guys, so we use the hydro bucket, not the hydro bucket, we use the stump bucket from the blue diamond bucket, and we remove a lot of these stumps that were still here. So now we can actually take care of the fence, drill some holes. So using the Klou grapple and the blue diamond bucket made really easy work of this. We just gotta put some fence. Alright, so we're gonna be using this Ryobi mixer right here to drill some holes for the concrete post. For the 4x10 post, 4x4x10 post. And we're gonna drill it all the way over here to here. It's probably got just 7 holes, so we'll see how hard it is. Alright, so the first couple of holes were fine, but we are running into an issue with some roots in here. So we are going to try and eliminate this root right here, because this root is in the way. So we gotta clean it up. Clean that up. There you go. And Star's got the tool for it, so that should work. Once we clear that right there, we should be able to dig that hole easily. After removing all the roots that were in the way, we started to go back and use the Ryobi auger to make some holes again. So we found that using 2 guys to operate the auger made things way easier. It gave us better control and helped power through the hole without the auger kicking or biting on us. One of the techniques I like to use when running the auger is to keep it spinning as we pull it out of the hole, and do it quickly. That really helps kick the dirt out of the hole and keep things cleaner, so you're not having to dig it out by hand afterwards. At one point, the auger started hitting something hard, probably a rock or some buried debris. When that happens, I stop and check it out by hand. Gotta remove the obstruction so you don't damage the auger or mess up the hole. As you can see, this one hole had some tougher ground. The soil was more compact, so we had to keep working the auger until it finally started to break loose. Just takes a little patience and pressure to get it going. Alright, so we're gonna set some concrete and set some posts here to put some concrete in. We're gonna get started with that. Alright, so we just gotta put the concrete bags in here now and spray some water in it using the red bags right here. Fast setting concrete, and it should be ready by tomorrow. Thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll see you on the next one.